Alright guys, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that this video right here, yes, the one you're seeing on screen, is legitimately the worst Idubbbz video ever. And you could see my catalog, alright? Almost every commentary channel has been shitting on Idubbbz over the last 2 years, if not more, and rightfully so. But this one right here is the worst. And that's saying a lot considering the amount of Idubbbz content we've been getting from him since 2021, which I guarantee you that 99% of those videos are straight up trash. But this one takes a cake. Okay, since we get it, tell us why it sucks. I'm getting there. So just a few days ago, he made this video called "Is Trump Trolling Secretly Based?" Now, as you guys could see from the views, no one's watching, all right? A channel with 7 million subscribers barely cracking 100K is pretty sad. Now, if I or most YouTube commentary channels around my range were getting 80 to 120K, not bad, right? Pretty solid. But someone as big as Idubbbz barely, and I mean barely cracking 100K with 7 million subscribers in like 15 years of doing this is sad, all right? For context, my best friends in the world, Diesel Patches and WestJet, they're beefing, and their beef has more views than an Idubbbz video. Honestly, rightfully so, that shit's so entertaining, but point stands. And the biggest crime this video commits is two things: being boring and, how do I say this gently? Defending fentanyl. No, I'm not kidding.
We can all relax and be at ease, and we're gonna have a little fun. I have nothing else to do, so let's have a little fun, right? And we're gonna have a little fun. And we're gonna have a little fun. Have to have a little fun, don't you? Can sort of have a little fun.
The President of the United States likes to have a little bit of fun when he's doing it.
The President likes to have a little fun every now and then. He likes to share memes, he likes to share videos.
I think we're just gonna kill people that are bringing drugs into our country.
The intro alone just reeks of boomer. I might be the first person to say, yeah, you know what? That intro, that YouTube video, it reeks of boomering, am I right? You know what this feels like? It feels like when your goat has fallen off, and truth be told, they're beyond saving, all right? Your goat is washed, fallen off, but you still have a little hope for them. You're like, I know you can get back up. Just try a little more. I believe in you. And then they drop something like this, where they're like, yeah, maybe fentanyl isn't that bad. And then they make an intro like this. Some might be like, Sense, you're over picking stuff. This isn't that big of a deal. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole video. I actually watched the full video, and I'm not even kidding. I was falling asleep, all right? And no, it's not because I got TikTok brain and have the time span of a goldfish. No, believe it or not, I don't wake up and I'm like, let's see what Idubbbz said so I could pray on his downfall. The streets were saying this video was bad, and I was like, I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, I don't know if I want to react to it. Within like 2 minutes, I was falling asleep. I'm like, who made this? That's why I'm not gonna waste your time watching this full video. There's only one part that I legitimately have an issue with, and that is besides the intro. Let's talk about Idubbbz's thoughts on fentanyl. Because we all want Idubbbz, the N-word guy, to talk to us about politics and to talk to us about fentanyl. It's like, I think everyone here on the Sense YouTube channel, we all know that drugs equals bad. I know, extremely brave and hot take from a commentary channel. Drugs are bad? What's he gonna say next? Rape is bad? Yes. Yeah, that's bad. I know, extremely controversial take. I'm risking my career with this one. But yeah, drugs are bad. Coke is bad. Fentanyl is bad. We all know that, right? You and I know that. What does a 35-year-old man with empathy, 35 or 36, one of those two, what does a guy in his mid-30s, let's see what this highly intellectual N-word guy has to say about politics, fentanyl, and drugs. Because that's who I want to hear it from, right?
Try to poison our people, we will blow you out of existence.
They're not like he's like, I know the trick. He's really trying to make it sound like you poison our people. It's like, yeah, when it's framed as if it's poison, it's like, oh, okay. You know, there's a lot of Americans who are like, oh, he's protecting me. He's protecting me. What a strong alpha brave defender of Americans. But then when you realize that he's just describing drugs, like, obviously fentanyl is killing people, but it's not like uniquely distributed from people off the coast of Venezuela. I think a lot of them are also just in the Caribbean as well. The whole thing is fucking bad. But yeah, you frame it as poison instead of drugs, and it's like, okay, I wouldn't want to be poisoned. And they're doing all these like bullshit projections as well. They're like, oh yeah, for every drug boat blown up, that's saving 50,000 American lives. It's like, shut the fuck up. Painkillers in hospital, yes, exactly. Painkillers in hospital equals medicine. Painkillers out of hospital equals poison.
Now, once again, I think more YouTubers need to honestly shut their mouth when it comes to politics, especially commentary channels, alright? And especially rich and famous one. And it's like, do we really need political analysis about Idubbbz? No. And clearly his audience doesn't care because no one's watching, alright? Most of the people that watch the Idubbbz video in the first place, they're just seeing the train wreck that he is. No one cares, alright? I guarantee you at least 50k of those views were just troll watching, just looking at the guy continuing to self-destruct. If you were to ask me, yo, Sense, how many people do you think actually cared about Idubbbz and that video in specifically? I say a solid 40,000 people. And 40,000 people is a lot of people. I'm not saying that is an insignificant account, because it isn't. 40k people is, once again, a lot of people. This should be a wake-up call to Idubbbz to be like, yeah, no one cares what I have to say. Now, truth be told, I don't know where he's getting his talking points from. I don't know if this, I don't know if these talking points are coming from Anissa's boyfriend Hassan, but this is just not it. Sure, you could be critical of Trump and you could call him out and you could say he's a liar, he's making up numbers, this and that. In this super small thing, like in this super small segment of, yeah, fentanyl isn't that bad and it shouldn't be called poison. I mean, not to get political, guys, but yeah, that is a poison. Once again, extremely brave and stunning take I'm having here, right? Drugs bad and fentanyl bad. And hey, you can make the argument that, you know, China and other countries are bringing drugs, fentanyl into our country. But then you could ask yourself, who's buying said product? It wouldn't sell if no one's buying, right? And that is an argument one could have. That is an argument that Idubbbz doesn't have. He's just like, I see that everyone hates on fentanyl, so let me go out of my way and be like, yeah, fentanyl isn't that bad. Stop calling it poison. When I think you could have dived in my humble opinion, I think you could have dived into it better. One could ask themselves, yo, who's buying the fentanyl, right? Why are the Americans buying the fentanyl? Who's selling it to them? I mean, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a political YouTuber. I don't even know the numbers, but these are super basic questions, right? People are like, China and foreigners bad because they bring drugs, but at the same time, they don't question who's buying the drugs, right? And then you could keep going, right? But the fact that Idubbbz is just looking at this from a surface level is so stupid, especially considering he wants to be a political channel. I don't want to be a political channel, all right? I'm not good at it. I'm not very bueno at it, right? It's like, out of all the things that one could be critical about Mr. Trump, you could be like, that guy lied about the Epstein files and he's most likely in it. Oh wait, he just got exposed. He's actually in it. And allegedly there's a video of him going down on Bill Clinton. Once again, you could be like, he promised us that he was going to end the war in Ukraine in 3 days. It's been over a year, right? You could be like, he said that we were going to get the Jeffrey Epstein files. It's been over a year. He keeps delaying it, postponing it, lying about it, right? There's so many things you can be critical about as a fan of Trump and as an anti-Trump guy. But the fact that Idubbbz went after fentanyl, guys, stop calling fentanyl poison. It's not poison. It is, little bro, and I'm not even political. It's such a pathetic joke. I can't even describe it. Idubbbz could have made a video about Jeffrey Epstein and Trump and the connection, and you know, since he likes to dive into that, since he wants to be the Walmart Hassan, he could have done that. I think that would have done well. But be like, fentanyl isn't poison, guys. I mean, it kills you and it's deadly, but it's not poison. Okay, a very interesting take. The top comment says, such an evil and privileged thing to say. I honestly don't even know what to say. This has been concerning for a while, and I found entertainment in it, but he is legitimately a danger to himself at this point. I think he has CTE. I think this guy is mentally fucked. I think this guy got his brain punched in. When he was boxing. I don't think he's all there. I think there's something wrong with him, and that's not me being concerned trolling. This is having a human connection, if you will. Okay, that sounds so gay, but you know what I mean. It's like, do I want to get my politics from a guy that has CTE, has multiple concussion, has multiple head injuries? There we go. It's been a long day, guys. Bear with me here. Do I want to trust this guy with their political analysis, with their political thoughts? This isn't slob. This is actual politics inserted into a very boring Idubbbz video, truth be told. Take everything away from it, the video still sucks. It's just legitimately, honestly, top 10 worst videos of the year, right? And I don't want anyone to watch it because it's so fucking boring, but if you do, maybe have some fentanyl nearby so the experience could be better. Ian Shore has become special and simple. This person is so effing stupid. Drugs rip people's lives apart. Say they don't die, it still leads to violent crimes and has direct correlation to human trafficking. Shocker. Those who move large amounts of drugs break the laws in other ways too. It's not an alpha stance to say we need to rid this country of these awful substances that do in fact kill and wreak havoc to our communities. I mean, Mr. Idubbbz, if you're watching, would Coke be better? I'm really trying to figure out what was the point of this video. You know what? Every YouTuber, including myself, right? I'm no saint here. Every YouTuber has made bad videos. I've made my fair share of bad videos, right? And you could usually tell when you're not cooking, when you're doubting it. Should I drop this? Should I not? I don't know about that one. Like, you, inside of you, internally, there's something telling you that is not it. How Idubbbz made that video, that intro, thumbnail, edited it, uploaded it, and dropped it without thinking about it twice is concerning. That he cannot tell when a video is this bad. Even if you're an Idubbbz fan, you have to admit that video is objectively one of his worst. And that's saying a lot, saying quite a bit. If a song called Fent Poison, he would instantly change his mind. He doesn't think for himself. He just says what he thinks the woke left is most likely to agree with. Yes, Ian, Fent is poison. Drug dealers surprised aren't the best people and will mix that shit into anything like cocaine and weed, which are seen as not the bad drugs and are more fun drugs, and then kids fucking die off fentanyl poisoning. WTF. I mean, yeah, this just completely destroys Ian's argument that we need to stop calling fentanyl poison, guys. Well, what about when they lace stuff with it? I mean, you're literally poisoning the person. There's no other way about it. That is legitimately poisoning. Let's add a little bit of fentanyl to this guy's weed. Let's lace this. Let's lace that. And there's people that have died from that. Now, some may say, well, you shouldn't be doing drugs. That's on you for doing coke. Okay, fair. But what about something like weed? What about when that gets laced and the person, of course, they don't know, and then they fucking die and they OD, right? I mean, that is literally poisoning. It's such a easy thing to say. This shouldn't even be an argument in the first place. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not worth to have arguments, and this is one of them. I thought everyone agreed that fentanyl was bad, and you know, fentanyl is poison to us, like most bad substances are, right? Heroin, fentanyl, coke, sometimes weed, depends where you're from. Truth be told, you don't need to have Oppenheimer IQ to be like, fentanyl, bad. We should eliminate that. Pretty easy thing to say. I didn't need to make a 20-minute video talking about it, or low-key being like, you know what, guys, it's discrimination that we're calling fentanyl poison. Let's stop that. All right, it's not a poison, it's just a deadly drug that could fuck up your life, but let's chill with calling it a poison. All right. Okay, Idubbbz, sure. I mean, just look at the comment section. No one is taking this video seriously. Hassan shocks his dog. That is legitimately the top comment. I gotta drop a like. At least he doesn't delete comments. This channel basically exists so people can make downfall videos. Amen. Defending fentanyl to own the orange man. Fentanyl took my eldest brother from me and my family 8 years ago. It is most definitely poison, and this guy who is saying otherwise is a certified idiot. I mean, that's Idubbbz for you in 2025. Reddit occupied government. Imagine defending fentanyl out of all the drugs. That's what I'm saying. Why would anyone do this willingly? Ain't no way. Never heard someone talk about fentanyl like it's weed until Big Brain Ian came around. 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. You're wrong. And how do I know this? Because Idubbbz told me it wasn't that bad. So of course I gotta trust Idubbbz. He is the doctor, right? He knows. He knows. Less than 100k views in 2 days. Pack it up, Unc. Someone just said I'm gay and got 160 likes. I think that's where I could stop reading the comments. I think that's a good sign. And before we go, I want to take a look at a Discord conversation between fans and Idubbbz and Anissa. Of course, we cannot forget about Anissa the Greasy here. They got backlash from their own fans. Believe it or not, there's still Idubbbz fans in 2025 who are most likely pathetic losers, but they're still people, I think. A fan says, not trying to hate, but honestly, kind of getting tired of political and drama videos. A lot of it just feels uninspired and depressing to watch. I mean, that's on you for watching Idubbbz in 2025. You could just binge watch over 1,000 sensitive society videos for free. All right, make sure you subscribe while you're at it and drop a like and send me money. Thank you. Then someone now says, go watch Shane Dawson. I don't know who this person is or something. Don't bring that negativity into here. I'm here. I'm sure Idubbbz gets plenty of that feedback on his YouTube comments and live streams. Not trying to be negative. I just enjoy his creative projects a lot more. What creative projects? The squirrel projects? Bad unboxing? But okay, I guess there truly is content for everyone out there. Anissa jumps in and says, yeah, that's fair. Just feels exhausting. It's okay to give feedback. It's appreciated. Then Idubbbz responds, "You're valid. It seems like others agree based on the performance of the video." All right, Idubbbz, I'm gonna be friendly. All right, I mean, I've been friendly. I've been extremely friendly towards Idubbbz. I wish I could meet him. I want to give him a hug. I think we need to hug it out. But until then, I'm just gonna give some friendly advice. Hey, you could take it or leave it. I mean, I don't have 7 million subscribers, so it's like, what do I know? All right, I'm just a small little guy. If I may share my opinion, I think the reason why the video flopped is because it was boring. I watched the video and Idubbbz looked miserable. He looked tired. He looked depressed. This is not concerned trolling. The video was legitimately and objectively boring and bad. Therefore, it didn't reach solid watch time. Therefore, YouTube was like, why would we recommend this if no one's watching? So let's just kill the video. I think that is what happened here. I mean, the video is just boring. Whether you like Trump or you don't, or you think that fentanyl is a poison or you don't, I think we could all collectively gather and be like, yeah, this video was just boring. There's no substance. It's just yapping for the sake of yapping. And that's fine, but that wasn't even entertaining. That's the thing. That's the biggest crime. And of course, there's a small little thing, which is the fentanyl and poisoning thingy. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't know what's worse at this point. Idubbbz being like, fentanyl isn't poison, or the video alone. But Idubbbz, thank you so much for the content. God bless you. Truth be told, this video could have been used to speak out on so many important things, right? Stuff that actually matters, that you could be critical about the Trump administration. That's valid. If that's what you want to do, free country, you can do whatever you want. You can talk about whatever you want. That's fair. You could have used this to talk about serious issues, not, yeah, guys, I don't think fentanyl should be called poison. It's like, are you retarded? But I'm out. Subscribe to the channel or Idubbbz will touch you at night. All right, bye.